iOS now supports folders. To create a folder, all you need to do is tap and hold on an app until they start to jiggle. Let's have a look. I'm going to tap and hold on to an app. You can see they're jiggling together. And then all I need to do is drag it onto the particular app. Oh, I need to make sure that I put it directly on it. There we go. And you can see it becomes a folder. And then what it will do is it will then provide a suggested name for that folder. But if I want, I can come in and change that. And I can say example. And when I'm finished, just press done. You can see that they're still jiggling away. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to press the home button on the iPad, and there we go. To come out of it, just press the home button again, and there I have my new folder. If I want to drag anything else into it, I just, again, get it so that the apps are waggling, and then all I do is drag it back in. If I want to perhaps delete the folder, just drag it out, put the app back to where I want it to go, and do the same for the current folder. Here we go. So there we go. Quick tip number 1. Quick tip number 2. Access all running apps. So what you might want to do is an app on very, very rare occasions might be misbehaving, or you might just want to access that particular app. How I can do that is double clicking on the home button. You can suddenly see all the running apps, and I can access any of them at any point. What I can also do is I can perhaps close an app. So for if an app is malfunctioning, if I hold down the app, you can see they're jiggling again. I can press the delete button. It doesn't delete the app, it just deletes the app from running. So now when I come back, press the home button again, and I can restart that app. There we go. But it just meant that the app, if it had some reason there was any performance issues, I can just close it. There we go, quick tip number 2. Quick tip number 3, orientation lock or mute. So what they actually did was they replaced the orientation lock, so that's the button on the side, with a mute functionality. But then Apple got so much feedback that what they did was they then allowed you to go into your settings, general, and it says here use the side switch to lock the orientation. So if I press that now, whenever I press the side switch, what it actually means is I now can lock the orientation. No matter which way I move it, the screen's not going to change. But I can also change that to be the mute. So now when I'm flicking the side switch, it's muting on and off. So that's quick tip number 3. Quick tip number 4 is about your passcode. So what they've done is they've added a feature regarding your passcode. So if I now click on General, and then you can see I've got passcode lock. Here we go. Click on the passcode lock. First of all, I have to put in, of course, my passcode. And now what I can do is I can choose whether it needs to be a simple passcode or whether it needs to be a more advanced passcode. And whenever I make a change, I just put in the information. And I'm going to enter a new passcode. There we go. So there we go. There's your quick tip number 4. Quick tip number 5 is controlling the iPad's notifications. What I want to do is come into the settings again and click on notifications. Whenever you install an app, if there is possibility of notifications, what it will do is it will give you the opportunity of do you want to allow it to send you notifications. And the type of notifications are either badges, banners, and alerts. And what it means is the banner you can see from this diagram here in the middle would be at the very top of the iPad. Alerts would be right in front of the screen. And of course on the badge is when you get that little red one in front of it. So for example, let's have a look at the very bottom here. You can see OmniFocus, Mail, and App Store all have little badge. So that's quick tip number 5, allows you to adjust the notifications for the different apps.